it do? It's your boy King Cuckoo, King Cal. I'm back, you feel me? Yo, I want to touch on that comment that 21 Savage made about Nas, that Nas is irrelevant. Listen, I think you took it out of context, but right now, in today's time, Nas is irrelevant, bro. I mean, for all the OGs out there, respect to Nas, respect to the OGs, but when it comes to today's era, all that OG stuff is out the window. They don't want to listen to the OGs. They don't want to listen to the OGs. If they wanted to listen to the OGs, there will be value in the things we listen to and things in our environment. They don't want to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I got respect for Nas and Jay and, you know, those guys that started this stuff. I got respect for those guys because they have a mature mindset now, so they can go on record and say things that mean stuff with their words. And they were saying stuff back in the day that means stuff, but now it's more relevant, you know, because it's we need intellect, so we need valuable information from the OGs, but we ain't trying to hear it. You feel me? We ain't trying to hear it, dog. We not trying to hear it. So, you know, Nas is irrelevant, but he not irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like to the jits, to the jitterbugs, to the ones that was like born in like 2001, 2002 and stuff like that, they not listening to Nas. You know what I'm saying? They listening to Drake, 21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert. You know, they not NBA YoungBoy. They not listening to Nas, bro. So I think it was out of context. I don't think people really understand what he meant, like, because I'm listening to the 21 and the Drake joint, and I'm a fan of Drake, but I'm listening to the album that they put out together now. I'm 33. I should still be like listening to like King's Disease and Jay-Z's, and you know what I'm saying, like. I still should be listening to OG music, and I mostly do sometimes. I don't discredit the OG music because I still go back to it. You know, one of my favorites is Styles and Jada. You know what I'm saying? Like those just. If you was to ask me who's better on tape, on wax, or freestyles over Drake, I got Styles and Jada. I'm sorry. But Drake is talented, he's a genius, and yeah, man, I just been on that wave, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just wanted to put that out there. Like, yeah, man, you gotta understand what the world we in. This is the metaverse. You know, this is a new world. This is, you know, wasn't nobody think about Nas in the metaverse in the new world. They was thinking about what we listening to now. Like I said, the young, we got kids that are influenced by things that have lack of value. I forget the guy's name, but he has a show called Valuetainment. And for example, he had Antonio Brown on there, the former NFL receiver. But there was a positive and a negative with that, because let me tell you, I remember when the Valuetainment first came out and I was watching it, and because he had some interviews with prominent guys, some guys who are very intelligent, some information that, you know, that if that's where your mind is, that, you know, you'll be willing to receive. So I remember making a comment on one of his interviews or whatever, because I always saw a gang. He does a lot of interviews with people in the mobsters, and so I'm like, man, why he don't ever interview people that's in gangs and like the Bloods and the Crips. You know what I'm saying? People like Wack 100 or I forget Nipsey, you know, or YG, or why he don't interview gang members? The Game, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It was just like, and then I got a comment because somebody made a comment. He was basically saying like nobody wants to interview. Basically, nobody wants to interview Bloods and Crips. There's nothing entertaining about it. So I'm like, so what's entertaining about interviewing mobsters when the feds came at them? Everybody started snitching on each other. What? That's nothing entertaining about that. I didn't understand. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, most I don't know gang members, you know, but I'm not I'm not saying to support mob violence or gang violence. What I'm saying is, if he's doing interviews with those guys, why is he not doing interviews with other guys that's in the street, that's in the gang environment and stuff like that? It's all one and the same. It's just different ethnicities. That's it. Different morals, different codes. But it all boils down to the same stuff. If they got RICO, Bloods and Crips getting hit with RICO too. It doesn't matter. That's what started that stuff. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but what I would say the negative side about it was that, like, so Antonio Brown was the first black man that I seen on there. He probably had other black men on Valuetainment, but I don't remember. But he was the first black man on Valuetainment. And, you know, Antonio Brown got kind of irritated with the interview. You could tell because they was asking him questions that were pertaining to CTS and the situation that he had with the Buccaneers or whatever. So I guess they try to say that he had CTS, and they wanted, you know, him to express, I guess, what is it like to have it. And I guess that's something that bothers him because they always make a plot of him being in the NFL and tying it to him having CTS, or the whole situation is because he had CTS, when he was explaining, no, you know NFL players die from CTS. And in that situation, in that moment, when they wanted him to play the game, and due to injuries and due to CTS, he was opposed of it. He didn't want to risk getting that or causing harm to himself or anybody else. Like, he wanted to avoid that, basically. That's what he was saying. So he was getting irritated because I guess they kept playing it around that, and then that's what their interview was there. You know, they tried to seg that in as far as the interview goes with him, and he just, I don't know, he was just frustrated, and it kind of seemed like he was being immature. Like, it reminded me of him storming off the field, you know. But see, this is what they see from the black man. You see what I'm saying? When we on somebody else's platform and the black man goes off, oh, he's crazy, he must got, you know, some mental disability, he needs help, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just like nobody. He was also expressing, you know, you don't come from where I come from. You know, Antonio was saying, you know, we not the same. We don't breed the same. We're from a different breed. You know, Peter David, I think that's his name, was trying to say, you know, yeah, I'm not from where you from, but I've seen some things, I've been through some things. And Antonio Brown, like, nah, bro, you don't know what it takes to be a black man. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can have a struggle, but you ain't never gonna have a struggle as a black man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, you know, you don't have a black mother, you don't have a black father, you don't have a black cousin, a black uncle, or black siblings, you know what I'm saying, that's going through the struggle day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's basically what Antonio Brown was saying. And then they want to talk about Ye, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is also irrelevant. Like, why you have me up here and we talking about Ye? Like, I don't live with Ye. You know what I'm saying? That's like me working with my buddy or whatever, and then somebody bring me on that platform and ask me about Tom. Like, what? I don't I mean, I work with Tom, but what? You see what I'm saying? Like, then they try to make it seem like he's uneducated, but for Antonio Brown seemed like he's very educated. I mean, he probably was acting like him. He ain't trying to portray no certain image and talk a certain way, just being him. So I respected the interview, but you could tell, like, man, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but I just thought I'd talk about it because it's on my head, you know. This is the reason why I come here, because I just gotta get it out, you know. Master thinking. Master thinking is to me is that you have to, when you start thinking about stuff, you have to formulate a way to get it out, to get an understanding, a greater perception of things, of ideas, of how this world runs, and to gain some spiritual insight, to be a better you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes the world go round. As you can see, the world's going backwards. So it's weird, man. I mean, I want to come up with a better plan to do these talks on my channel, whatever. Because I just jump on here and just go. You know, I don't have a intro or outro. I just go in. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, again, it's King Cuckoo, King Cow. You can you can subscribe, you can leave a comment, and if it is, it's helpful if you want to leave a comment to educate me on how to use this to build my channel and to introduce a new way of having a master mindset. One love.